Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, dream time weavers of the new way of living from the heart. Happy full super moon in Aquarius and galactic activation portal on the Mayan dream spell calendar with Keen 85, Red Resonant Serpent. With today's supermoon and galactic activation portal, we have major higher dimensional energetics flowing into this realm from the company of heaven, directly from the great central sun. Many starseeds are feeling a massive lifting of a weight off their shoulders and crowns with these activations flowing in from on high. Mother, Father, God is sending the higher frequencies of unconditional love and truth to uplift and elevate all our ground crew for the final phases of our great ascension process. In the self-realization of our Buddha nature, we are resolving and releasing all that no longer serves Gaia and all her children of the sun. Brahma sends reinforcements for our warriors of our rainbow tribe of the new earth. The blue people are with us now to assist all earth angelic ground crew through all upgrades and spiritual advancements for ultimate soul growth. The beings of the blue ray working with the rainbow children are transmitting the keys and codes into the living hearts through dreams and synchronicities for the full activations and upgrades of our crystalline solar diamond DNA of the 12 strands of the 144 codes. In divine alchemy, we are transforming into Christed light beings of the new humans of Homo Luminous. We are now on the fast track, the direct path to our final home and destination of the new golden age of eternal life. All veils and entanglements are being lifted for our full coronation as sovereign Grail kings and queens of the new earth arising. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And a quick update, we do have our Prime Disclosure website back up and running. Unfortunately, the last 2 years of transmissions that I personally transcribed myself, spending thousands of hours, have disappeared into the ethers. But luckily we have the site back up and running, and I've spent all day updating over the last 10 days of transmissions, so you can check those out now. Like we say, you cannot make this shift up, so thank you all very much for your prayers, blessings, and patience while we got the site back up and running. And we'll be spending the next several days, night and day, making sure that the website is updated to the best of our abilities. What can you do? We keep forging on, never giving up, and coming back better and stronger than before. And together, brothers and sisters of the light, we rise into the dawning of the new golden age of infinite light and infinite life. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 20 degrees, 25 minutes Aquarius. The sun is at 19 degrees, 26 minutes Leo. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 20 degrees Leo. American Indians perform a ritual to the sun. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 21 degrees Aquarius. A woman disappointed and disillusioned, courageously facing a seemingly empty life, from astrologyweekly.com. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ramona Lappin. Last step, taking the artificial intelligence networks down, fully dissolving the artificial matrix simulation and holographic overlays, revealing all new organic ascension realities now. Let's go. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Celia Fenn. Full moon in Aquarius, the 11th of August. With the Lionsgate energy still flowing powerfully, we are now in the Aquarius full moon. Ruled by the electrical energy of Uranus, this moon is not comfortable. In fact, to many it will seem as though they are being pushed out of their comfort zone. But beyond this comfort zone lies the cosmic spaces of exploration and adventure. The divine feminine urges us to step up and step out into the new earth, flow of creation and adventure. The star lions walk beside us, and the archangels. We draw on the loving support of our soul families, our angelic and galactic families, and the new earth community of which we are a part. Have a beautiful full moon transit, fellow travelers. And from Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens. There is a great DNA activation happening tonight in the light of this full moon, which is a turning point for many. An upgrade of a greater opening of the true and magical nature of the divine existence. The weavers, the magi, the charismatic ones are coming back because now it is safe for them to come back. They are undoing the self-imposed bindings, freeing themselves. They will show themselves. People will see them. They will see who they really were all this time. Message from the Lemurian princess: your world is blossoming in a way like never before. Adriane. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Aluna Joy Yashkin. A powerful solar magnetic blast is happening on this beautiful Aquarius full moon. It has been a very long time since magnetic storms have been this strong, and right on top of the full moon. New frequencies are blasting toward us from the galactic center, through the great central sun, then through our planetary sun. This energy is hitting our Mother Earth and flowing into our lives, into our blood, and altering our DNA right now, all through this powerful magnetic pulse. Just think about that for a minute. Magnetic storms and full moons are typically challenging for sensitive, empathic people. To have them both peak at the same time is very rare. Aquarius rules the nervous system and is also karmic. There is an acceleration happening for those willing to do the work. We can quickly burn through intense issues like the sun and moon moves quickly through space. Pay attention to anything that is weighing heavy on your energy field. There is a massive amount of transmuting and process with these energies. A lot of past life karma is going to be cleared if you are willing to work the deeper layers of your being. This feels like a powerful time for self-healing, self-empowerment, and deep self-awareness. It feels like a beginning of a new chapter for humanity. It feels like the power of the sun and the intuition of the moon are in perfect balance today. I think we're going to start to see a lot of things that feel oddly and unexpectedly balanced, in a world where nothing seems balanced at all. It is going to feel strange and surprising with each new step. We are finally coming into the place where we are in the world, but not of it. We are and have always been the envelope pushers, the boundary busters, the frontiersmen, and the energy junkies. We didn't come here for what is, we came here for what is coming. We are constantly pushing down walls, breaking the chains that bind us, and escaping our tidy little cages, and we question everything. We are never satisfied with the status quo, as we are always looking forward and leaving the past in a cloud of dust. We are feared by those that want to control us even though they know they need us. But there is no holding us back because we are wild and curious, loving and compassionate, truth addicted but kind, incredibly inclusive, and love Mother Earth and humanity with every cell of our being. It has been a pretty tough and life-altering couple of years for most of us. For many of us, it has been a real fight to come back into ourselves, or to stay here at all. But today, huge and especially curated pieces of our divine selves are returning to us that will carry us forward. They are flowing back to us from yesterday, last month, years past, the last life, the ancient past and past ages. All that we had forgotten or lost along the way that is still valid for the future is now aligning with our new pristine future. It takes hard work and courage to move beyond the old patterns and programs. It is time to claim this gift, this powerful magnetic lunar energy, and use it to bust through any remaining old blocks we might still have. We will stand firm in our healthy boundaries and in our own unique and equally valid divine power. The universe is conspiring to ensure a positive evolution and ascension for humanity. It will not fail. P.S. The Aurora Borealis is going to be fantastic tonight if you live close to the poles. Adding a few tips here, open all your windows and doors at sunset, moonrise to let out the old and bring in the new. Go barefoot as much as possible. Hydrate and drink electrolytes, very important. Take a salt bath. Be in nature without any human intervention. Mayan days. Quiche, transitional calendar, it is 1 Apu. The number 1 is considered a great force and power, but sometimes doesn't flow easy. Apu is grandfather's son and a day that is doubled in energy. Yucatec modern calendar, it is 1 Chikchan and a portal day. The number 1 is considered a receiving day. It is an energy where things begin. It is connected to creative force of the universe. It's a good place to gather up energy to create from in the future. Chikchan initiates creation and is ruled by the crown chakra. It is also about remembering and receiving knowledge, can be strong-willed or extremist, but also powerful and charismatic. It can be a very harsh and challenging energy, and sometimes can trigger survival issues. From alunajoy.com. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Rick Jewers, update. With each passing day, regardless of how you may feel, you are becoming stronger. You are becoming stronger in your manifestation creator abilities, which utilizes your energetic field to affect and create reality, and it is indeed important to know how all this works. Basically, each is responsible for their own energetics and respective fields, and polarity of the field is where it becomes very important to keep your field positive charged and not negated. For as a co-creator, you are here to create good and positive things, and that creation begins within you. The polarity of fear is negative, and the spectrum of fear states are many, including aggression, worry, and even sadness, to name only 3. This is why your inner work is essential to your empowerment, so that you are not generating any of the fear and negative spectrum into reality and contaminating your own reality and that of others. As your co-creator abilities become stronger, a higher prudence is required, as well as being more meticulous in your spoken and written words. Not only do you affect your reality's airspace, the non-material, and important to know, you also affect everything you touch that is material. This is where a strengthened one must be more conscientious of their ability and effect upon material things through the touch and interaction with material things in their reality. If you are a strengthened one and oblivious to your ability and negative, you'll be applying a negative charge into the items you touch and come into contact with. You deposit energy polarity into everything you touch, and the polarity you deposit, if negative, creates a negative field around the item. And if there are more items that you have touched while in a negative state, in close proximity to each other, an extensive negative field can be created in that space by you that simply affects everyone negatively that may enter that field or touch a negated item. It is best to constantly have a love touch and a positive consciousness to maintain a positive field around you. Then you will see a harmonious space and an environment free of negativity. Fear ways, negative ways no longer serve, and it is being assured that the old fear paradigm is stripped of its presence and replaced by the harmonious paradise of positive. A reality exists with polarity. A positive reality eradicates the remnants of darkness that perpetrate fear for the negative reality. Love and Light, Rick Jewers. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Saryananda Ayed. The great central sun intensified higher frequency energy released onto Gaia, and Lionsgate shift the 11th of August 2022 with Father and Divine Mother and the Elohim from the Great Central Sun. From the Great Central Sun, Akashic Records, this shift released onto Gaia 11th of August 2022 from the Great Central Sun, the omnipresent, omnipotent power of creation existence itself, together with Lionsgate. By this very different description has within a significant and greater proportion of intensified, higher frequency energies from the Great Central Sun released onto Gaia than has been so ever in the long durations of Gaia's existence. With these intensified higher frequency energies from the Great Central Sun, this has and will take Gaia into a significant higher energy band long awaited for these times. It is with the consciousness inherent within us that the Great Central Sun is revealed. An understanding of creation itself becomes manifest as recognition occurs. The Great Central Sun, as all the innumerable suns within the Great Central Sun, are not visible to those on Gaia, as is so for certain other planets, worlds, and stars. This is why so much of existence and in essence creation is not seen with technology. Although technology is a source of great excitement as inroads continue to be made, as worlds beyond Gaia are landed on, and what has not been seen by people on Gaia are brought into being, leading those on Gaia further into that which has waited for many ages. As all that exists is energy in one form or another, we can see how with this shift of the 11th August 2022, and also being enhanced specifically with the energies and frequencies of Lionsgate, which as Ayed and Suryananda have shared is vast and immense, as these two aspects of creation and existence have merged together, the gift to Gaia and inhabitants is unparalleled. Thus great excitement has been taking place not only within the Great Central Sun, but stars and other worlds. Yet further shifts will be released onto Gaia, thereby assisting Gaia and those on Gaia in aspects necessary as Gaia continues ascending into ever higher frequencies. Whilst inevitably more people on Gaia ascend further, thus being of great benefit as old ways are transcended long awaited. When we look at the different energies and frequencies, the energies of the Great Central Sun are very different to other worlds and planets elsewhere in the vastness of the cosmos and space. Although all existence comes under the jurisdiction of the Great Central Sun, nevertheless as we enter and recognize, whilst on Gaia, the Great Central Sun creation existence itself, in its most pure form being non-physical, we are taken into a very specific energy and vibration, which knows no suffering and only love and joy abound. The love and energies of Father assists many on Gaia being ever present, love inevitably the key transcending Gaia. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ra James, we have an Aquarius supermoon today. It's the last of the 3 supermoons we have had this year. These energies are so powerful because we are still in the Lionsgate portal right now. Right now we have so much energy coming in from Source. This energy is flowing through the galactic center and streaming through the galactic central sun and then through our sun. This energy is hitting our planet and streaming through all of us. It will depend on how open you are to the energies as to how you're feeling and handling it. We have the galactics here. They have been here and have been using their technology to help those that want it. Many of their mission are of healing and of helping with the healing process. There is a lot of energetic assistance that is happening and of teaching new, more effective ways of healing. A lot of help is happening because of the Ascension. People are going through more intense lessons now because of the energies and where they are at. There is an acceleration that is happening. Many are not doing the work, so they aren't seeing much change happening. You have to make things happen too. Many are choosing to stay in the old right now, and that is okay. It's up to you to be making any changes that you may need to see in your life. This is an extra purifying supermoon too. We are clearing so much so fast right now. These energies are amazing for ditching any low vibrational energies or bad habits. It's a great time to detox or to clear things like smoking, sugar, alcohol, addictions, or connections you know aren't great for you. It's a good time for releasing what no longer serves you. Aquarius rules the nervous system. That means we may be feeling anything not great for us a little extra right now. Pay attention if things are weighing heavy on you or stressing you out. There's a lot of transmuting happening with these energies right now. That means we're clearing old energies. Make sure you are saging and doing some type of energy work. The energy work will help you with clearing any blocks within your chakra system. I think of Aquarius as a very karmic sign. Huge cycles of past karma are going to have to come back around for some. Any that have had huge karmic lessons in the past that are still unresolved in any way. This is meant to bring a healing. This can be in a good way, though. It may not feel like that going through it for some. It may feel like things you had moved past are coming back up. This could mean a balance that will occur in your life. The lemons of your past being made into lemonade. If you lost something, you'll get it back unexpectedly. Ultimately, this is meant to empower you. For some, you will get your wings back. It's a good time to be working with or working on the third eye. Expect extra third eye and DNA activations to continue this week. Be mindful that it may have you overthinking. We are still in a powerful space for manifesting too. Make sure you're using the rest of the Lionsgate portal too. With the frequencies rising, it's so important that you're tapping into your dreams right now to manifest your highest reality. 811 is also absolutely a sign relating to your twin flame. It has to do with big changes that are coming. This could be a sign from your angels that your twin flame is coming or just around the corner. If you're in a union, this is a beautiful energy for your connection. These energies can help you come into or come back into sync with your twin flame. From sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Pars Kute. Many of you are asking, when? When is liftoff to the higher realms? We are sick and tired of this mess, and each day is more difficult to live with our unbeliever, husband or wife. What more is there to do? As time marches on and on and on, we want to go home. All we can say to you is that we are given one day at a time to continue living the laws of God and creation. Yes, Mother Earth is very tired and is feeling the gravitational effects of Nibiru. We do not have the date of her turning, but she cannot hold on much longer. That is why all the Pleiadian starships are in correct coordinates ready to evacuate planet Earth. We are given clues as to what needs to be accomplished yet, and we have found what we need to accomplish. What we see is that we are nearly at the end of our work. Mother Earth rejoices that we have done a good job in helping her. She is ready to graduate. We have realized that we must help all souls at this point to polish their pearls of cosmic consciousness. Do not get discouraged, for we have all the help heaven allows. We stay ready, stay focused, balanced, centered, and calm. Remember, it is always about soul progression and never regression. Within divine love of one, Pars Kute. And from divine Sistar of the Light, Karen Lithica. Artificial intelligence. See cosmic DNA expanding. The light attunement of your world awakening to a new vibrational rhythm. For the natural progression of your species is evolution, imprinted in the cellular flow of every being. For the plight of your species resides amongst the temptation of rapid advancement, the path of concern controlled by the narrative associated with monetary gain. As the Ascension timeline is in place, the rapid unfolding of the story is playing against the AI narrative. For the underlying motivation resides on the natural progression of humanity. Your role is to see the advancement of your light body as the true tool. Know all levels of physical, light body integration can now be granted. This is the opportunity for those aligned with the cellular expansion of Ascension, who feel the deep calling to align with the light of all beings of unconditional love. The true intelligence of your world is all around you, available to you. As technology continues to advance for the good of humanity, remember the higher point of light attunement to seek a more sustainable way of living. Be a messenger of light to your friends and family, open to the true intelligence of life, for cosmic DNA is now awakening in every being, a multidimensional framework of light, beyond the dimensional physical framework of our current reality. Your role is to seek the internal calling of this multidimensional light expansion. Be awake to this light signature, to be birthed now. Awaken to this light signature, to assist the collective unfolding of all beings. Be aware of the narrative around you. Seek the cosmic point of expansion. With love for the journey, the Arcturians and Karen, from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. The Divine Feminine Mother of Creation template is rising from within all of us. We are ascending together with Mother Earth. This upgrade brings a death to old Earth and the distorted control structures that ran wild on the Earth. Collapsing of the temptation that kept us trapped in those systems is also occurring in our personal lives. For freedom from the old paradigm, surrender and let go. It's not worth it. We are being called to prepare for the new systems that await. Utilize your newfound time and energy to heal and restore yourself. Upgrades are happening quickly, evolving our thoughts, words, dialogue, and self-perception. This opportunity is a gift for us to continue working on ourselves before proceeding ahead into the new timeline. You're blooming into your authentic self. Life is becoming exactly the way it is meant to be, free. What belongs to you is recovering, including your health, soul connections, energy, and abundance. Focus on aligning with the Most High rather than the material world as we transition. Creating a healthy lifestyle will also support this growth phase. Taking small action steps today that support your well-being are fundamental for the creation of your happy, healthy, and wealthy life. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn, Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ruby Falconer, August 11, 2022, full moon at Aquarius, 19 degrees, 21 minutes, 9:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 369 Nikola Tesla code. This full moon is the gateway into the fourth and final Saturn-Uranus square, and wow, the discomfort of the unpredictable reigns in our collective experience. What better words to describe a challenging relationship between constraining Saturn and shattering Uranus? This full moon hits the square hard. The Aquarius moon is conjunct to retrograde Saturn. The Sun-Moon opposition forms a challenging relationship, a T-square with Uranus. Saturn and Uranus are now within 3.5 degrees of their final square. Mars is in a waning conjunction to Uranus and a square to Saturn. And this full moon closes out the Lionsgate portal which opened at the Leo new moon. This intensity is going to stay a while, so how do we deal with it? First, understand that what is happening is the result of the 2020 Great Shift, the conjunction of Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter in the later degrees of Capricorn. This conjunction initiated the dismantling of society as we knew it. 2021 brought the first 3 Saturn-Uranus squares and was marked by uncertainty and unpredictability. This year we've had something of a break for about 6 months. The craziness was starting to feel like the new normal, and most of us were finding ways to adapt. But over the next few months, fasten your seatbelts because we are in for a bumpy ride. Not all is grim. 3 solar system objects span the fire signs Aries, Jupiter, Chiron, and Eris, and another 3 spread through Leo, Venus, Ceres, and the Sun. There is a creative flow that reveals new possibilities. Know that we are in new territory. Beware of old forms disguised as new ideas. The disillusion is not complete and new seeds are being planted. Nurture them in your own life and in the world. Be patient and steadfast. True innovation requires time. From ShamanicaStrology.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Natalia Alba. Beloved ones, we are still immersed in the Lion's Gates energies. We welcome a super full moon, the third and last one of the year, at 19 degrees Aquarius, to help us continue with our inner work of reclaiming our sovereignty. Aquarius, the great liberator, comes to help us remember who we are in nature, free beings in charge of our own human experience. The supermoon in Aquarius conjuncts Saturn and square Uranus. Both are important catalysts for us to initiate the change that will allow us to finally become sovereign, free beings. This is a message for us to move from hopeless beings to empowered ones. For at this time of our ascension journey, there are no more excuses, no one else to blame, and nowhere else to run from taking responsibility for who we are and for what we have previously created. We are navigating a passage in which we have the perfect energies to move from fear to love, for we are being assisted to regain at all levels our lost authority upon our bodies and lives. There are no judgments within creation, but the ones that we intentionally or unconsciously create. From our delusional perspective of society and who we are, it is now a time for us to fully take charge and remember that we are the only authority in our lives and bodies. For it is with this simple but hard to achieve recognition that we can begin retrieving the wisdom and purity of who we were created to be. Illusions are so powerful and well created that when we are not conscious of the many distortions, we continue living as if we were governed by outer forces and beings. This is why once we regain knowledge and begin to walk as sovereign beings, it's so important to become way showers, so others see that we can create our own jobs and lives, taking responsibility for where we are and why we are where we are in our personal journey. Aquarius is a fixed sign that even if it belongs to the element air, is represented by the water bearer, as a reminder for us to also flow with freedom and adapt to all conditions as water does. Water represents the emotions we have within as well as the ideas we hold in our mental plane, in which most of the time are fixed and linear, limiting us in experiencing our true potential. This sign is giving us the message of releasing old wounds and emotions, returning to our natural state of constant change and flow, bliss and pure awareness with all. The water bearer is precisely ruled by Uranus, which is in a square to the full moon. This sign helps us bring the inner change that we are so eager to find on the outside, reminding us that no outer change can truly come if we first do not go within and transform what is required, as the macro can only show us as one with us what we are made of inside, and hence projecting. Aquarius represents the 12th phase of our evolutionary progress within the zodiac cycle. It is the anti-penultimate stage, being the last one, Pisces, for us to regain all the knowledge and experience required for reaching ascension. With this sign, we begin to recognize our abilities, knowing they are only useful when shared and appreciated, for it is by being of selfless assistance that our presence and essence on this planet have true meaning and value. It is when we reach the wisdom residing in this sign that we have cleared ourselves from karmic records, beginning to allow a higher infusion of light into our physical bodies. Due to this process, we finally step into a path of selfless assistance, where the focus is no longer put on egoic desires, but on asking ourselves what we can be of assistance. To do so, first we need to comprehend the nature of the abilities we came here to work with and offer to others. A time for us to clear our mental body of false beliefs and programs, regain mental freedom, and the ability to think for ourselves, as well as any inherited patterns or epigenetic ones. as after all, especially these last ones, impede us to move forward, seeing who we are, our personal power, and believing that we are under the will of other forces, government, people, who we believe are in powerful places. This passage reminds us of the importance of being true to ourselves and our personal chosen path, as it is pivotal to clear false conceptions and fears that impede us to embody our authentic essence and mission and regain our spiritual freedom. Have a blessed passage, beloveds. Within infinite love, Natalia Alba from StarseedSoul.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Full moon in Aquarius. The lights are square, the nodal axis, Mars and Uranus. The moon sits close to Saturn. The mood is Sirius. We're jumpy, frazzled, uncomfortably aware of limitations and blocks. Self-doubt creeps in. We begin to question, who are my friends, my kindred souls? Where am I going? What will happen in the future? Everything is hard work right now, and we fidget and fuss, filled with the desire to break free. But the skies counsel patience, forbearance, fortitude. It takes time to build strong foundations. It's worth the work and the wait. Breathe through resistance. Be authentic in your dealings with others. The more you step into your authority, the easier it is to deal with life's unpredictable elements. The Sabian symbol of this lunation is a large white dove bearing a message, and Uranus, ruler of Aquarius, is connected to higher consciousness and God-mind. Look out for messages from above, dreams, sudden knowing, feathers in your path, an angel on your shoulder. Know that peace is possible, for peace comes from within. The soul is always free. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Sean Caulfield. In early September, the 13th day of the 8th wave begins. It aligns to the beginning of a new 360-day Tun calendar round. Downloads of new information will arrive. A new sacred resonance will give strength to the feminine within, so as to assist Earth's healing. Whereas the 9th wave is understood to be in resonance with the universal frequency, the 8th wave is understood to be in resonance with the galactic frequency. The galactic frequency aligns to the divine feminine that with the divine masculine and sacred support holds the universe up and in balance with the will of divine source. The feminine return that began in 1999 with the activation of the 8th level is healing the traumas of the soul so as to bring freedom and peace on earth. You can study more about this code in the 9-level Mayan calendar pyramid of the evolution of the universe. Quantum Codes of Evolution. 11th August 1, Ahau, full moon, night 1:16. From Sean Caulfield. And from Harmonic Convergence 2020 through 2028. The harmonic convergence of Venus, Sirius, and ground zero of the Maya long count. According to the vast majority of applications, calculators, scholars, and researchers on Mayan calendrics, today marks the completion of 5,135 years from the ground zero date, or alpha point of the Maya long count, corresponding to vigesimal marker 0.0.0.0.0.04, Ahau, 8 Kumku, and correlated to the Gregorian calendar date of August 11th, 3113 BC. The completion of this new solar orbit from the 0 point in time is enshrined once again by a masterful fractal synchronization sequence of nested cycles within cycles of time between Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky, and Venus, the brightest planet in the night sky. Venus closing the Lion's Gate. As we complete today one more solar orbit from the 0 point in time devised by the Maya, planet Venus is precisely entering Leo and will stay there for the next 3 weeks. This is a powerful alchemical synchronization. Venus, the planet ruler of relationships and the heart, enters the heart of the lion, the star Regulus. How are these events interconnected through the fabric of time-space with the cycles of Venus and Sirius? Let's examine this in more detail. The celestial alignment marks the closing of the Lionsgate portal of 2022 and opens the doors of the 35th solar orbit from the harmonic convergence of August 16th through 17th of 1987, the event that signaled the completion of the Quetzalcoatl prophecy of the 13 heavens and 9 hells. This synchronization closes in an epic way the Lionsgate portal of 2022, the time of the year when the heliacal rising of the star Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky, is taking place across the northern hemisphere, while the sun is transiting the constellation of Leo, hence the name Lionsgate. The Lionsgate portal begins to open on the 26th of July, day 1 of the Syrian Galactic New Year, and reaches its full aperture on the 8th of August, or the 8-8 with the heliacal rising of Sirius at Giza latitude. Thereafter it begins to close and is completed by the 11th-12th of August. Tomorrow, August 12th, corresponds to day 224 of the Gregorian year, and it takes Venus 224 days to complete one orbit around the Sun. August 16 through 17, 2022 will mark the completion of 35 years from the harmonic convergence of August 16th, 17th, 1987, Keens 55 and 56. As mentioned many times in the past, planet Venus is orchestrating force behind the narrative of the Quetzalcoatl prophecy. Why tracking Venus and Sirius now? As presented before last Gregorian 8-8, we entered a 33-day synchronization window to 9-9-22 and the completion of 3,333 days from galactic synchronization 2013. With so much noise, doom, and chaos transpiring around our planet at this time, it is wise to focus our attention in the sacred harmony, elegance, and beauty of the movements of our home planet in relationship to Sirius and Venus, our brightest stars in the night sky as they reach this new harmonic junction across the fabric of time and space. By shifting our focus of attention from chaos to harmony and seeing the world from this higher perspective, we are entering into resonance with the larger patterns and cycles of the cosmos and weaving a field of heart-mind coherence and harmony around the earth. This process is also known as the telepathic reconstitution of reality. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 85, Red Resonant Serpent. Resonant is the name for the number 7, and its keywords are attune, inspire, and channel. 1122 coming in. The 7th day is all about adjusting your frequency, tuning yourself in so you may receive wisdom from the universe. We are now right in the middle of the wave spell, and so a good time to ponder what you've experienced thus far and attune so you may understand what steps to take next. Some cultures regard the number 7 as lucky, and if it does enable you to channel, well, that seems lucky to me. Today is the red serpent, which represents life force, instinct, and survival. The serpent is a very sensitive creature. It detects the slightest movement. He has a good handle on everything that is going on in the vicinity. On serpent days, we too can use our instincts to work out what is happening. If you try to feel the subtle vibrations and use your snaky senses, you too can detect details you previously overlooked. This sensitivity, however, can be intense, so be aware of that today. The serpent also represents transmutation, as it is said if you can survive a snake bite, you become stronger. This symbolizes transmuting your own poison or darkness or whatever prevents you from vibrating higher. Take advantage of this energy today and process the venom you may be poisoning yourself with and set it free. As it is a resonant day, you can channel the wisdom you need to help you succeed. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red Resonant Serpent, 7 Chikchan, Keen 85, 11th of August 2022, Channeling Instinct, Attuned to Passion. 1122 triple portal code. 11/8/2022 equal 286 equal 214 equal 25 equal 7. Day codes 11 portal gate polarity illumination. 2 twins partner cooperation. 7 spiritual magic mystic initiation. Month year codes 8 infinite abundant source flow. 6 heaven Christ consciousness harmony family fertility. 14 media publicity promotion recognition. 5 freedom liberation change transformation. Keen 85 equal 13 equal 4 new foundation. Resonant tone 7 magic 7/7 galactic activation portal day. Today we have a date with destiny on this potent gap portal day, ensuring these potent codes are fully encoded in Gaia's grids as humanity transforms. The serpent resonant emotions, blue storm, and gap day. Mamma mia, what a punch! Day 7 in the blue storm wave spell of purification, cleansing, transformation, and evolution. The storm and the serpent brings each of us and humanity a huge magical transformation today through shedding of our old emotional snake skins. Today we attune to the cycles transcending the old survival themes and transforming them to a higher frequency, allowing our kundalini to rise up, elevating our consciousness. Tone of creation, resonant tone 7 in the emotional realm. Action inspires, power channel, essence attunement. The resonant tone provides the ability to fine-tune and channel the magical forces today to effect great healing and transformation. Remember that it is our vibration that will energize our creation. This is broadcast through our emotional body rather than our mental body. So it is very important that we are stable, calm, and receptive to our feelings and what frequencies we are actually emitting as a transmitter to the etheric realm. At tone 7, our vibrating phenomenon learns to be still and to listen. Mystical 7 understands that everywhere is magical, but right here is better. Once we attune and then channel the magic through this present moment that is available to us all. Number 7 is also the frequency of the mystic and the magician, which strengthens our ability to effect real change and transformation in our lives. We have tone 7 and the daily total, which adds up to 7, giving us a 7/7 magician's code on this potent galactic activation portal day. What are you attuned to today? What else is possible for you once you release your emotional attachment to fear-based responses? Unleash your magic today. Today's question is, what instinctual fears and emotions can I release to raise my consciousness beyond survival mode, igniting my passion through my higher divine mission? Divine blessings for your transcendence of fear and attunement to the big picture. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 85, Red Resonant Serpent. The mantra, the code for today is, I channel in order to survive. Inspiring instinct. I seal the store of life force with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of navigation. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your visions, your dreams, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Brother of the Light, Avery R, for your pledge and support on Patreon. And welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to help support our work and mission in this channel, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. Now I'd like to also thank Divine Sistar of the Light, Linda Felt, for another donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Sistar. We appreciate you and your continued support, and we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal account at egolovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a powerful prayer and invocation from Divine Sistar of the Light, Aurelia. Prayer for sixth ray healing. Invocation to the flame of resurrection. I am the resurrection and the life of my eternal freedom in the light. I am the resurrection and the life of my physical body's perfect blueprint. I am the resurrection and the life of my emotional body's perfect blueprint. I am the resurrection and the life of my mental body's perfect blueprint. I am the resurrection and the life of my etheric body's perfect blueprint. I am the resurrection and the life of my spiritual body's perfect blueprint. I am the resurrection and the life of the Ascended Master's purity and love. I am the resurrection and the life of the healing powers of the sacred flames. I am the resurrection and the life of my immortal perfection and illumined love of the cosmic Christ. I am the resurrection and the life of the powers of the sacred fire within me, restoring all the wondrous gifts of my divine essence. From the Seven Sacred Flames by Aurelia. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and powerful full super moon in Aquarius and remainder of the Lion's Gate portal. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. Namaste.